From the youngest Henry award half his number to Edward. So who is the youngest Henry? Well, Henry the Two. Well, it has to be Henry the Second if we're going to divide it by half, because if it was Henry the First, we couldn't divide by half. Well, we could, but that wouldn't make sense. So I take one from Henry and I give it to Edward. Where is Edward? Edward. We've got multiple Edwards here. Edward 2 and Edward 3. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, we've got 3 Edwards in a row. Oh, well, that's nice, I suppose. Replace the king you did obtain with Richard, whose number is the same, minus that of Charles I to move forward. Okay, so where's the Richard? Minus, okay, so he's Richard 3 right there. I saw Richard 2, actually. Yeah, there's Richard II. Okay, I have no idea. I tried doing this puzzle. So replace Edward IV with Richard III is sort of what it's going for. So it's saying the highest Edward minus that Richard. Well, I got that part on my own. Hey, I actually solved the puzzle myself. So from John to the first James, cut a Christian name, their numbers plus 3 will do. So where's John and James? Here's John to the first James. I don't see any James. There's James. Okay, so all the way from John to James. Jeez, that's a lot. So what am I doing? I might cut a Christian name. Cut a Christian name. Mary is a Christian name, but so is Elizabeth. Replace Henry VI with Charles III. Totally never would have gotten that. Okay, where's Henry VI? Charles III. Where's Charles III? I don't say Charles III, so let's try again. Henry VI with Charles II. That makes sense. I couldn't find a third because there wasn't one there. Replace the 3 Williams with the Richards. 1 to 2, 1 to 3. So the Richards and the Williams. Richard and the Williams. Okay. Even if you've got all these clues figured out, it's still kind of tough. Okay, so Richards and Williams. I'm so bad at remembering this. William and Richard. Here's Richard the First. Where's William the First? There's William the Third. There's Richard the Third. Okay, William and Richard are done. Okay, now let's look for Richard the Second. I've got Richard the Second. Where's William the Second? Okay, and there's William the First, easily swapped with Richard the First. Replace all medals in the 4th and 6th column, counting from the left. Keep them in the same row, but swap the columns over. And none of those clues match. Okay. So 4 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Swipe with 6. Done. Now what? Do with all the medals in those columns, collect Jane Grey at the end. Did the puzzle just reset everything? We'll try this once more. But geez, talk about this. Okay, Edward IV with Richard III. Richard III, Edward IV.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Oh, I had messed up on step number 1. Oh, okay, and it helps that Holmes is telling me partway through the steps. So Henry VI with Charles II.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Okay, I'm really glad that Holmes is telling me every single step. Okay. 3 Williams with the Richards. Shouldn't be too difficult now that I've done this before. Or not. Come on, where's Richard number 1? Richard the 1.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Next, William. William number 2.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
And William number 3 with Richard number 3. Where are you, Rich? Where are you, sir?
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Okay, and then the next step, please tell me, is just swapping the 4th and 6th column. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 with 6.
Perfect. Now on to the next step. Perfect. Now on to the next step. Perfect. Now on to the next step. Perfect. Now on to the next step.
This medal is a fake and I must open it. It appears to be quite solid and I don't want to break its contents. I must find a precision instrument.
I must find a precision instrument. Okay, I need to break it open. Perhaps the architect can provide one. Who used, oh, our friend Watson still has a hammer. He's in the maintenance room. Okay. Well, I didn't know Watson was still hanging around here. I like how it's like, oh, we had a friend who did it for a little bit a while ago. No, that was at least an hour ago. That was quite a while. This has been a lot of puzzle solving here. I don't see any Watson here. I don't see Watson. He's not even here. Maintenance room. I don't know. I would call that the maintenance room, right? This room I'm in here? Perhaps it was that random building I was in at the one point. I wasn't here. This is probably not in the maintenance room, though. I can talk to this man.
Ah, if it isn't the architect. Tell me, would you happen to have amongst your tools an implement that could split metal?
Ah, yes. In fact, I have an extremely rare tool whose sole purpose is that.
Okay.
Could I borrow this implement?
It should be over there. It's a saw with a diamond-edged blade, made in South Africa. It cuts the hardest of steels like butter. There are only 3 in the world. By Jove, I can't seem to find it.
Was it prudent to leave it here for all to see?
I only received it last night, and I was waiting until I had the combination to this strongbox in which to store it. In any case, it was still there when the workmen left, and I was to take it when I went home. My goodness, where could it be?
Okay.
I will attempt to find something else, thank you.
I'm not gonna attempt to find your missing item, sir. I'm just gonna attempt to find something else which will work just as well. I'm Sherlock Holmes. Okay. So, the random room I was referring to was, like, in this direction, right? There's, like, a small maintenance shed. Alrighty, I'll see if I can find it. Maybe it's this? No, those are just random bricks, I think. Yeah, let's just use, first-person view here. There we go, there's the maintenance shed. At least I hope that's it. Let's see if Watson's inside. Why would Watson be inside this random room, though? And no, there's nothing inside. Okay, cool. That was a waste of time. Is that Watson? Well, that's an officer.
Nothing to report, Mr. Holmes.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, so Watson still has a hammer in the maintenance room. Where is the maintenance room? Where is the maintenance room? And how much longer are we gonna do this? 10, 12 clues. Oh my gosh. 12, 13, 13. This guy, I swear. This Lupin just loves wasting my time, doesn't he? I don't think we can make him run in first-person mode. But we can't get him to run very far in this mode. I'm pretty sure we can't examine any of these buildings.
I have no reason to go there.
Yep, we can't go there to the side. Okay.
I have no reason to go there.
I presume the same thing happens if I try to go in this direction. Too far in that direction. Fascinating. Okay. Where on earth would a maintenance room be? Be nice if I could zoom in a bit. On the map, you know, zoom in on the map. Okay, I've checked every room here. Can't go farther up that direction. There's a door. I mean, there's something I can interact with here. What is it? Holmes is very determined going there. Wow, that's the door to, here. Permanent exhibition hall. Poor Holmes, doing so much wandering around. I have no idea where the maintenance room is here, honestly. This seems like something that's not intended to be a puzzle, but it actually is. Let's go back here to the reading room. Maybe the curator could tell me where the maintenance room is.
Da-dum-da-dum. Quite the business this, isn't it?
Yeah, gosh. Wow. I don't even know where I am. I'm not even on the finished... I'm not even on clue number 10 yet. Okay, I solved that clue. Am I on the stela? No, I'm not on the stela. I'm not on clue number... So I must be on clue number 9. Break it open. Watson is waiting in the maintenance room. Where is that? Where is that? Oh my gosh. Security. It's like, gosh, I need a walkthrough to understand the walkthrough. And I'm sure this was not something that's supposed to actually be a puzzle. This is supposed to be like something obvious. I can't go to anywhere else on my map. My map doesn't let me go anywhere else, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm gonna pause here, see if I can figure out where the maintenance room is. And by that, I mean I'm just gonna look up where this maintenance room is supposed to be located. Okay! Apparently the maintenance room is that room I went to already. Yeah, already went to that room. This room here on the side, kinda already went there, but now Watson is here, maybe. He wasn't there earlier. I'm guessing it's that I have to talk to the architect.
Watson, do you always stroll around with a hammer? Are you using it for testing Lupin's victims' reflexes?
No, no, Holmes. It's just...
I do believe I could use that tool.
Certainly, take it. I must replace it near...
Later, Watson.
Holmes is just totally dismissing Watson there. What a jerk. Anyway, yeah, apparently you need to talk to the architect before, Watson shows up here. I'm guessing that was what the puzzle was. Okay, to find a book in this library, it's best from the great circle, know the sections, and then the shelves where they rest, then left to right, count the divisions. On the antique Egyptian stela, you'll see a false hieroglyph will give you the start. I can read poems. Okay, so I'm going to the Egyptian hall. On the far left, on the right wall, is the stela. So let's start there.
Find an Egyptian stela.
Okay, so far end of the hall.
Granite head of Amenhotep III.
I've already seen that giant granite head.
Colossal granite fist.
I imagine it's the one we didn't look at previously, this one. Is that not it? I'm in the Egyptian hall. Yeah, okay, let's try again. So, on the far left, on the right wall, is the stela.
Neo-Assyrian stone.
Game is not accepting this.
Colossal granite fist.
I guess if that's... It's gotta be something else then. Can't look at anything else on that wall. I mean, it can't be on... It could possibly be here on the other side of the Egyptian area. But I think this is just a wall. Oh wow, I haven't even seen. There's another half to this building? Wow, I have never been here before. Whoa, okay, well. Well, okay, we've figured out what the problem is. Okay, so it's time to look
Unless the
for the
Egyptians
letter
took up
E.
Latin, this letter E is in Lupin's hand.
Lupin, why would you deface something beautiful like that? Okay, you'll find an E to the rest. You must count again for me. Left to right, down to up. Let's see if you are smart. So it's 9 to 8, so E, 9, 8, therefore is our next clue, giving us to the library. I guess that makes sense. Getting a little tired of going back to the library all the time, but it's okay. We are almost kind of finished with this puzzle. Run, 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 Lupin. I mean, Holmes, you're not Lupin. Lupin clearly is smarter than you. If he can solve all these puzzles, you know, without thinking.
This sheet is slightly older than these books.
It's a music score. Ooh, how am I gonna solve some sort of music puzzle?
It's a musical score. This melody certainly has a meaning. It's most likely a popular tune. I'll need the advice of an expert.
Oh, I know a singer man who likes tunes. He can help. He's in the middle of this room. Run, run, run. I imagine I need to have... Oh. I was going to say I need to have it in my inventory / in my hand before talking to him, but apparently it's not in my inventory, so don't worry about that.
If I could bother you again.
Absolutely.
Do you know what this music is?
Apparently you're a true music aficionado. Can you enlighten me on this score?
Not in the least, my dear sir. Even if I am unbeatable when it comes to the lyrics to both traditional and popular songs, I do not know how to read music, and I couldn't tell Mozart from a pudding recipe if it was being sung.
I'll have to find a way to play the tune.
Oh no, now we need to figure out some sort of way to play music. Have we seen anything in here that can play music? Okay, let's see. Sherlock can. He plays violin. I guess we do know Sherlock can play violin, and there was a violin in the permanent exhibition hall. So, Sherlock's just gonna play some music for this guy. That'll work, right? There's a violin in one of these little cabinets. Yeah, here. Got it. Steal it. Sherlock, steal. Sherlock
This
Steel.
instrument will do the job.
Fine job.